I hope I'm recording. All right. Hello, I'm back. I'm sorry I haven't uploaded in a while. I'm sorry. I've had some things going on in my personal life. Oh, and also something else to think about for me. Finals are coming up in a few weeks, so yay! I'm gonna die. Okay. Alrighty then. So, if you can't tell by the picture, this is going to be. I'm going back to what if Deku was Nightcrawler. If you watch the last part, which I recommend you do, um, well, it'll tell you all of his powers and how the world is. Also, thank you to I think it was Blue Phoenix who said it that Azazel's last name was Draco. Thank you. I couldn't find that anywhere. So thank you, Blue Phoenix, for telling me that. All right. So his full Izuku's full name is going to be Izuku Draco. There we go. Mystique is going to be Raven Draco. Azazel is going to be Azazel Draco because his name was Azazel. So he just used his real name for his hero name, and everybody was like, "Yeah, that's kind of fitting." So yeah, just because I cough does not mean I have the COVID. Don't worry. Alrighty, let's get back into this. Okay, where did I leave off? Okay, I left off with them filling out the papers for with the teacher calmly and collectively handing out the papers for what high school they wanted to go to. Izuku and probably most of the class filled out either Shiketsu High or UA High. So let's get into that. So after they all handed in their papers, and they all handed in their papers because I'm gonna say this was like in the middle of the day when they did this. So I'm gonna say whenever they went when like at the end of the day, last period of the day, last day of the year, it's finally over. Izuku's thinking in his mind, it's finally over. And then we get break. The teacher has the papers in his hand, and he says that a few people in our class are going to try to go for UA, and everybody's like, "We're almost all of us are the children of pro heroes. Of course, we're going to try to go UA." They don't say nobody says this out loud, but like, yeah, it's a very collective thought. So yeah, he says that he says that he says out everybody who's trying to go to UA says out Shoto Todoroki, and everybody's like, well, yeah, his dad's number 2 hero. Of course, he's gonna try and get in. He's definitely gonna get in. And he also says that Izuku Draco, and everybody's like, yeah, he's definitely getting in as well. His dad's number 3 hero. Actually, here I'm gonna do this because I fucking hate Endeavor. Endeavor is now number 3, and Azazel is now number 2. Fuck you, Endeavor. Maybe if you weren't such a prick to your family, you'd actually have a decent life. And your children wouldn't want you dead. So yeah, Endeavor's number 3, Azazel's number 2. All Might is still the number 1 hero. So there's that. Endeavor, not too happy about this, but no one cares. No one cares. So yeah. Alright. So school day ends. Izuku not feel. I'm gonna call him Deku because it's gonna be easier to say. Or rolls off the tongue. Deku decides not to teleport home because he's just not feeling it. Deku appreciates the finer the it's a he's like he has the mindset it's not about the destination, it's about the journey, so he walks home most of the time because like Yeah, he's rich, but he does still like to enjoy the scenery of the town that he lives in, or the suburban town, the city. Because who wouldn't? I would. If I was rich, I wouldn't take a freaking limousine home. I'd walk home. Screw that. Walking home. Enjoy the scenery. So yeah. So as he's walking home, he does not go under the bridge, but he does hear an explosion in the distance. Naturally, he would want to go check it out, because why not? Plot convenience. And then once he gets there, he sees that there is a villain attack, and the heroes are doing literally nothing. Like, what the fuck? He looks around, he sees his heroes, like, I think a Kamui Woods and, like, the water guy. They're helping out. They're actually being useful, because Kamui Woods is trying to get people out of fucking fire, and the other guy, the water guy, is trying to put the fire out. So he's like, okay, those two people, they're being useful. Nobody else is. There's like 7 heroes here. Only 2 of them are helping. What is happening? So he sees 2 people. He looks down to where the villain is, because he does have enhanced eyesight. Because yeah, and look at those yellow eyes. He's gonna have advanced eyesight. He sees that there is a villain made out of. Is that sludge? It's disgusting. He sees 2 people are caught inside of it. One is violently trying to get out and is causing explosions from his hands, not helping the situation at all, actually making it worse. And the other one is just trying to breathe. The other one is a pink-looking girl who is trying to breathe, who is kind of spewing what looks to be a weird substance. I don't know what that is. I'm talking from Izuku's point of view. What is she spraying from her hands? That looks gross, but like I don't know. It seems to be burning stuff, so I'm guessing it's acid. I don't know. But Izuku is then like, well, nobody's gonna help, so I better help. He puts his bag down, immediately teleports in behind the sludge villain, grabs the explodey boy with his tail, and grabs the girl with his hands. And once he latches onto them, he then teleports back to where the civilians are. Well, he doesn't teleport to where the civilians are. He teleports onto one of the buildings, because this thought goes through his head. Okay, they're spraying off their quirks trying to get out. If I teleport them into where the civilians are, someone could get hurt, because it'll take them a second to realize they're not in there anymore and there's people in the way. So I better teleport them somewhere else. He teleports them onto the building, one of the buildings that isn't on fire, and like he thought, they are still throwing. There's Bakugo is still throwing explosions, and the pink-haired girl is still throwing acid. And he's like, "Guys, you could stop now. I got you out. Could you stop destroying stuff now?" And pink-haired girl stops, opens her eyes, and sees she's on a building, and she can breathe perfectly fine. Bakugo sees the same, but then he walks up to Deku and he starts yelling at him, saying, "I didn't need your help, blue elf looking thing." Wow. Wow, Jack. Great. Great thinking of ways to be Bakugo. Good job. Good job. This is also going through Deku's head. That was like, wow, great insult, man. Great insult. He even also says this out loud. He's like, wow, man, great insult. Could you stop holding me? Could you let go of my shirt, please? And the hell you didn't need my help. You were about to die. And if you didn't, you would have been probably like yelled at by the heroes for causing that much destruction. Bakugo kind of stops because like Bakugo, yeah, he's still a pompous asshole, but even he realizes, oh shit, that he's actually right on that one. And then asks the both of them, "Are you okay?" And if you couldn't guess by now, the pink-haired girl is Mina because who else has pink hair? Psyche pops in out of nowhere. I have pink hair as well. Shut up! You're in the different anime. Just kidding. That doesn't happen. Or should I make it happen? Nah. Maybe I'll do something like that somewhere else. Maybe I'll do like random pop culture references somewhere else. And fourth wall breaking somewhere else. Not here. So you can't dimension hop in this one, so you can't break the fourth wall. Maybe if I do Deadpool, then he can break the fourth wall and other people can come in. Who all can also break the fourth wall. Like Saki can break the fourth wall. He knows he's in an anime. Just like Deadpool knows he's in a comic book movie and anything else he's in. Okay, stop ranting. Stop ranting. Mina says she's okay. Bakugo just stays silent, turns away, goes up, like takes the stairs down to the building. And Mina being happy that she's not being attacked anymore, thanks Deku and asks him how he got them out. Deku then simply says, "Well, I teleported you both out. I I teleported behind the sludge villain, grabbed exploding Pomeranian looking bitch over there." Okay, he says exploding Pomeranian looking guy over there with my tail and grabbed you with my hands and teleported you onto a building so you wouldn't hurt anybody when you got teleported, because naturally it would take you a second to realize, oh shit, I've been teleported, before you also realize, oh shit, I just threw acid onto someone. Oh crap. I mean, it's like, yeah, that's pretty smart. Like, let's be real here. Mina and Denki share one brain cell, so like she would think that's really like big brain idea. Which, to be honest, it was a big brain idea. So yeah. She then has this thought. She then asks what his quirk is, or if he's a mutant, because yes, mutants are a thing. 15% of the population is mutants. That doesn't sound like a lot, but it is. It's like a couple 100 million people are mutants. Deku then says, "Well, I am a mutant with both my parents' abilities from my parents. I am blue, and I can teleport, and I do mostly resemble my dad, but I got my skin color from my mom." She then she says, Mina then says, "Oh, okay." She's like thinking in her head, "Wait a minute. He does resemble the hero Azazel a lot, and he said he got most of his looks from his dad. Wait a minute. Do you happen to be related to the hero Azazel?" Deku then says, "Yeah, he's actually my dad. And my mom is also the hero Mystique, or Raven." Mina then lights up and starts asking him questions. Like, what's it like? What is it like to live with pro heroes? Does your dad ever do something embarrassing? Tell me, tell me, tell me! Izuka's like, calm down. I appreciate the happy-go-lucky attitude, but calm down. And then just says, okay, okay, okay. Deku then says, well, yes, yeah, my dad did once teleport into a wall, and break his arm, so that was actually hilarious. Like, I had to stop myself from laughing my ass off when I saw that. Oh, that was so funny. He was like, okay, I remember some. I remember hearing about something like that. It was all over, I think it was all over the on the news at one point, but I don't watch the news. Dick is like, yeah, me neither. News is boring. I prefer Netflix. He was like, I prefer Netflix too. Leland says, well, thank you for saving me, but I gotta get home. My parents are gonna be worried. Leland says, okay, well, I'll see you later, I guess. If you're planning to go to UA, or Shiketsu, I might see you there. Leland says, wait. Leland says, what? Leland says, do you want to be friends? Leland says, yes, because I don't. My only friend is Shoto Todoroki, and I, he doesn't. We don't really talk because he's got that stone cold, stern Batman kind of attitude. He was like, really? Well, yeah, his dad is Endeavor, and he's an asshole. So yeah, that seems about right. I'm gonna say, yeah, they know who Batman is because I'm gonna say in this, um, the DC comics are a thing. So yeah, because you wanna know why? Because I can. So yeah, Degan says, well, yeah, it would be nice having a friend who's actually who can I can actually talk to and not get the cold shoulder from. Then kind of Deku then kind of chuckles because like I don't get it. Todoroki's quirk is or Deku that says Todoroki's quirk is half ice, half fire. And Mina then says, okay, I get the joke now. Yeah, I told him to at one time. I uh, I kind of had to break. Let's just say I had a cold that day. So yeah, if you didn't get it, Todoroki froze him. Todoroki froze Izuku, so he kind of yeah, he got a cold. Why am I not good at jokes? Okay. Anyway, back to the story. Well, okay, so they exchange phone numbers, and Izuku teleports Mina off the building, and they go their separate ways for now. I'm going to cut to we're going to do the 10 months of training. I'm going to say people who are planning to go to the hero course get 10 months to prepare for that, to like train and stuff, so it's like a natural thing that people do. So yeah. In this time, Izuku has been able to basically he's worked on his teleportation and wall clinging abilities. So basically, he's as good as a wall crawling as Spider-Man at the up to the point where he can stick to walls with any part of his body. So basically, he can lay on the ceiling, like lay down, take a nap on the ceiling if he wants to. And his range of teleportation has increased to, I said it was 50 miles in the last one, so I think I'm gonna do it like I'm gonna put it at like 75 miles. And now if he pushes it to his limit, he can go about like 125 miles. So yeah, it's gonna be kind of like that. His dad has also been training him with swords and stuff, but Izuku is. I'm probably gonna have him use like 2 daggers because yeah. Also, that's my playstyle in Skyrim, and it works pretty well. So yeah, he's gonna be using 2 daggers that he has. Also, his hero costume is gonna be this. What I have because I don't know what I don't know what I would put his hero costume as for anything if I was going to make something original. So yeah, Seer Custom is going to be this. Also, this is not my art. I feel the need to say that. This is not my art. None of the pictures that I have from my what ifs are my art, unless I explicitly tell you, hey, this is my art. I drew it. It's probably bad. So yeah, but this is not mine. So yeah. All right. He's walking up. We cut to him walking up to the to UA to take the entrance exam. Now he does not trip. If he does not trip in this one because he's very confident. And also, I'm gonna make. I want to make his dad or his mom a teacher there, but I don't know what to make them a teacher of. I don't know what to make them the teacher of. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Okay. His okay, whatever. We're just gonna keep the teachers the same. His dad's not gonna be a teacher. And also, he is not gonna get one for all in this one because even if he wanted to, he couldn't because I'm gonna say it's gonna work like this. One for all can only be passed down to since one for all is a quirk, not a mutant ability. It cannot be given to a mutant. It can be given to a quirked person or a quirkless person because quirkless people still technically have the quirk gene. They just can't activate it. But they can't. Mutants cannot have one for all, and that also goes to with all for one. He cannot give quirks to mutants, and he cannot take mutant abilities either. Just saying that he cannot take mutant abilities. And mutant abilities cannot be copied by people with copy quirks. They can only be copied with people with mutant abilities, like Rogue. She can copy mutant abilities. Quirked people cannot copy mutant abilities. Mutants cannot copy quirks. It's kind of like that. You can only copy quirks can only copy other quirks. Mutant copying abilities can only copy other mutants' abilities. It's like that. But I'll say it is possible to have like actually no. It is not. It's possible for a quirk person and a mutant to have a child together, but that child cannot have a quirk and a mutant ability at the same time. That physically cannot happen, and that never will be able to happen at all. It just wouldn't. It wouldn't work. Let's say like the genes would conflict with each other for basically essentially dominance, and it would determine whether the child is a mutant, or the child has quirk. Simple as that. Okay, back to the what if. Izuku is walking to UA, feeling confident because he has two parents for heroes, and he has powers, and he's been pretty confident his whole life. He was never bullied. There was a few mutant racist people here and there, but he can deal with those guys, and he doesn't he's not bothered by it. He doesn't care because he has attitude like the I don't have I don't I don't care at all. He doesn't care. If you're being like racist to him because I mean he just will not care because it won't matter. It doesn't matter at all. So yeah. Yeah. Okay, back stop getting off topic. Back to story. Okay. Walking to UA. He does see as he's walking to UA, he notices a familiar actually. Now since it's been 10 months, I'm gonna say him and Mina have been hanging out a lot more. So him and Mina are walking to school together, or walking to UA together. Just talking about random crap, games and comic books and stuff. I don't know. Think about anything they're talking about. They're probably talking about. I don't know. So once they get to the entrance exam area, I'm also gonna say this: Mina will do better on the written part because Deku has been like, okay, I have noticed that you are not that bright, so I'm going to tutor you, and you are going to enjoy it. And if you don't, I'm just gonna tutor you harder. Mina's like, I don't want to. It's break. It's we have 10 months before it. We don't need to. Deku's like, no, study now. Hmm. Deku isn't a slouch either. He is very intelligent. Like, he's more intelligent than Canon Deku. So yeah, he also does not have. He is also strategic as well because Nightcrawler in canon, I think he's like pretty smart too. So yeah, he's not running in blind. He's like Canon Deku in the sense that he is strategic. He's gonna think about what he's about to do before he does it. So yeah, Mina does better than Canon on the written part, and Izuku gets like second place, and Momo gets first place, and Todoroki gets third place. And Mina gets like, I'm gonna say like 20th place, not 20th, like 7th, like 14th place. Which I don't know what she got in canon, but I'm gonna say it's a lot better. If she got higher in canon, well then, pardon me for not knowing something that discreet. That whatever. Also, if there's I apologize if my mic sounds like bad. So yeah. Yeah. Alright, so they get to where Present Mike is explaining the whole test. Ida does his little thing, and he doesn't yell at well, yeah, he would yell at Deku and Mina because they are talking to each other. And he does his whole thing about why is there's 4 robots in there, but there's only 3 robots on this paper. Yada yada, I'm Ida. Fucking I don't hate Ida, I just thought that was like stupid and cringy at the same time. And Deku claps back. He's like, shut up! You're being more distracted. Me and Mina are talking quietly. You are being more distracted by getting up and yelling at the teacher. Sit the fuck down. And Ida just sits down in shame. And Deku sits down in pride because he just won that argument. So yeah. President Mike thanks Izuku and gets done explaining that the 0 pointer is just an obstacle that you might want to try and avoid. So yeah. They get to where the exam is. Ida, he is not in the same. I think okay, so I think Momo would be taking the. Momo took the recommendation. Ida didn't. He would be in a different one because they went. No, they didn't go. I think they did go to the same school. Yeah, I think if they didn't say that, they went to the same school. No, no, they didn't go to the same school. Okay, so they're in the same one. Mina didn't go to his school because yeah, she didn't go to the same school as him, so they're in the same one as well. And they are also talking. They're talking there too. Ida wants to say something, but he can't at all because he knows what'll happen. You probably get choked, to be honest. Alright. So, the gates open. Izuku immediately teleports in, and everybody's confused, like, wait, but he didn't, nobody said to go. President Mike then comes on to the announcing, said, you should follow that kid's lead. There are no countdowns in a real battle. Go, go, go! Everybody's like, oh shit, we gotta go. Even Ito's like, what the? Alright, then. Just runs off, destroying robots. Midoriya, or not Midoriya, Deku he does have a tad bit of super strength because, yeah. So he can punch through the metal on the robots and, like, rip them open and take out stuff with his tail. And he can also teleport them into the air, then teleport back down to the ground and just make them fall. So he's doing that. He's racking up points. I would say he has like about 50 points at this point. And then Nez is like, alright, everybody get fucked. Sends in the 0-pointer. And Izuku hears this, turns around, sees it, and like, yep, I'm not fighting that. No, thank you. But as soon as he teleports away, or not as soon as he teleports away, so before he's about to teleport away, he hears Uraraka screaming for help, but he doesn't know that it's Uraraka. He doesn't know what her name. He just hears someone yelling for help. So he turns around, sees that, and he's like, "Oh shit, here we go again." Teleports over there, um, gets the rocks off of Uraraka, and then teleports her away. And he does get rescue points for this, and he's like, I wonder if I. He then teleports over to the 0-pointer, lands on it, puts both of his hands on it, like tries extremely hard, like he is doing to his limit at this point. The 0-pointer, him and the 0-pointer just kind of poof into blue dust, poof into poof into blue smoke, and everybody is like, what? Where did it go? Where'd the 0-pointer go? And then look up and see the 0-pointer in the air coming down very fast. Then Izuku just teleports back down to the ground, turns around, watches the 0-pointer fall and explode into little bits and pieces, and then turns around, smiles, and then probably passes out because he pushed himself to his limit and probably passed his limit trying to teleport something that big. So yeah. When he comes to, he's in the nurse's office with Recovery Girl, and Mina and the girl he saved are in the room as well. Mina hugs him and starts asking if he's okay really loudly. Izuku then says, I'm fine, Mina, jeez. He then looks over and sees the girl he saved. He's like, aren't you the girl I saved from the 0-pointer? What's your name? The girl then says, my name is Ochaku Uraraka, and thank you for saving me. He then says, you're welcome. Wouldn't be trying to be a good hero if I didn't save someone in need, so. And plus. And plus. And I felt it was right. Nobody else was gonna help. I saw Ida over there just kind of running away. He saw you and no, okay, no, he didn't see him. Everybody else was running away. You were stuck, so I was like, ah, shit. I was like, ah, shit. Here we go again. What do you mean? Uraraka's like, what do you mean again? He then says, well, before, on the last day of middle school, I had to save Mina and some angry Pomeranian guy from a sludge villain attack, and that's actually how me and Mina became friends. Okay, and before also, actually, hold on, retcon. He then Uraraka asks, "What do you mean by again?" He then Izuku then says, "Well, on the last day of middle school, I saved Mina and some other guy from a sludge villain." He says, "Oh." Then Uraraka looks at the both of them. He's like, "Are you two dating?" Or Izuku and both Mina are like, hold on. Deku is like, Izuku.exe has stopped working. Mina went completely red in the face and said, and started stuttering, saying, "No, we're not. No, it's not like that." And they just look over and see, like, Izuku.exe has stopped working, and they're like, "What the fuck? Is that an error screen above his head? What the fuck?" Okay, never, okay, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. They just look over, see him like really confused and probably brain dead. And then they immediately see his face go completely red. What would it look like? Because his skin is blue. What would it look like? Would his face go a deep? Would his face like? Would his blushes be dark blue or something? Asking the real questions here. Not what is the meaning of life. No, 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 no. What would it look like if Nightcrawler blushed? Okay, I'm gonna just say this. His blushes are normal. His blushes look normal. Uraka then is like, okay, okay. They definitely like each other. And so yeah, they after that whole fiasco that was poorly put together by yours truly, they begin walking home. They walk home. Midoriya, his parents were called because like if a child passes out, you might want to call the parents, like just a reminder, just like a friendly little suggestion. You don't have to. I'm just saying, just a little suggestion. You might want to do that. So yeah, his parents were outside the room waiting, and so they take him home. And his parents and Mina's parents are good friends because Mina and Deku has been hanging out for a while, so they're good friends. And Mystique is like, "Yes, I approve of this girl for my son," and so do Mina's parents. Like they're like, "Yes, we approve this boy for our daughter." So they're like wanting the ship to sail, and Mina and Deku are just like naive as shit right now. Well, not naive, they're just like flustered easily at this point. They like each other. It's just like they don't know how to confess properly. So yeah, once they get home, they both get home and they are now both eagerly waiting for their entry letters. And also, this is also where I'm going to leave it off because how long have I been recording? 30, like 40 minutes.